What's going on, everyone? The Sharks happen to lose a heartbreaker to the Detroit Red Wings for Game 4. On the flip side, though, it's actually not so as painful as probably some losses in the past have been. If this was like a Game 7, yeah, it would hurt a lot more. But this was just Game 4. Detroit was playing desperate. They needed to play desperate, and they needed this game a lot more than the Sharks did. The first period was a pretty much almost a flawless first period for the Red Wings. They started out 3-0, pretty much what you want. There was a pretty goal by Bertuzzi. It was a backhander. He was spinning, and then next goal was done by Lidstrom. It was a real bad bump. Dan Boyle bumped Antti Niemi, which led to that goal. Well executed pass. Nicholas Lidstrom scores again. Later, it was like a baseball swing. The Sharks' power penalty kill at first was just bad. You think that penalty kill would get done, but with like 5-6 seconds left, Lidstrom scores, as I said earlier, a baseball swing. It happens to go in the net, and Detroit is up 3-0. And then somehow the Sharks get a goal back. It was a fluke. It was kind of a lucky goal, but it was a bad turnover by the Red Wings, and Ryan Clough and Logan Couture take advantage of that. It was a weak goal by Jimmy Howard. It somehow cut the inside near the post, and it went in. I don't know how that went in, but it did. It was 3-1. So then, after the rough first period, the Sharks started to fight back. There were some shots here and there, going left and right, and then the Sharks were forced a penalty kill, and they were able to do it 3 out of 3 times, which that's a good rebound after having a slow start. So I got to give some happiness to the Sharks there for penalty killing. Dan Boyle scores in that period after a well-executed pass to the side. Boyle gets Jamie Howard to bite again and fall forward while he goes upstairs once again. So that makes it 2-3. And then really quickly into the period, the Sharks tie this game. Well, like 1 or 2 minutes into the game, Danny Heatley gets there was another well-executed pass. So it was a rotation right around the net. Ryan Clough set that one up really nicely with Logan Couture going around the net. And then back and forth. It was just kind of back and forth the rest of the way. The Sharks had their chances on the power play. It didn't come through. The Detroit clamped down when they needed to on penalty killing, but when it was 5-on-5, they were at like the 10-minute mark. The Sharks had some chances, and they could not convert on them. I think the Sharks were very lucky to just be in this game when they shouldn't have been. To be honest, the Sharks happened to get a fluke goal in there to make it 3-1 when it should have been 3-0 in the first period. Detroit dominated this game when it came to the start. Second half, they got very laid back, very calm. But in the end, Darren Helm scores the game-winning goal off a well-executed pass. Went right across the crease, and on the other side, and Antti Niemi already took a bite the other direction. So Patrick Seaves and Rafalski, a very nice setup, and it was a well-executed goal. The Sharks can't defend for their lives for a whole do it forever. I know they did it last game, but he just kind of had that feeling Detroit was going to score the way the last 2 or 3 minutes of the regulation was. It was just a well-executed play once again. And, Antti Niemi, despite allowing goals tonight, a lot of it falls on the defense, but Niemi made the big saves he needed to tonight. You saw some of the goals, especially in the first period. There were a lot of good saves by Antti Niemi this game, and Jamie Howard was kind of unimpressive. He wasn't really put to work that much. The Sharks had some chances, but there weren't very many impressive chances. That first goal, I said before, was a fluke. But now, it's not really a matter of the result. I know we lost, and I know in the short term it kind of hurts right now, but it's really a matter of how the Sharks rebound. It's not really as painful because the Sharks didn't lay flat like they did in last year when they lost like 7-2 or 7-1, I think, last season. They lost game 4. This one they fought back and they actually had some composure throughout the second and third periods, but it just wasn't enough. Unfortunately, the last 2 minutes they ran out of gas, and it kind of showed. They had some nice shots, but it's not gonna do it. So, props to the Detroit tonight. We can enjoy this win for at least one night. I need to see some good composure at home. The first 2 games, they were able to do that. They need to keep that ability and mentality they had in periods 2 and 3. And I think the Sharks can really do something special. But series is not over, guys. We got to be careful. Just keeping it one game at a time. I know Detroit is treating every game like obviously they need every win. So other than that, we'll see you guys on Sunday. As always, go Sharks. This game was one that Detroit earned in the final 2 minutes. So see you guys later.